Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Scubapro Everflex Mens 5.4mm wetsuit. So this is a very smart wetsuit. They've got very nice kind of styling. But what they've done is on the inside, the neoprene itself is X-foam neoprene, which is much more sort of hypoallergenic. It's friendlier to the environment and all sorts. It's very smart neoprene. The glue itself is a water-based glue, so again, it's not harming the environment. This kind of stitching, you can see we've got big open panels, so minimal stitching means that you get more sort of movement. And then on the inside, we've got a very smart lining, which is going to keep you nice and warm. So, taking a closer look, starting up around the neck, so we have a gusseted sort of zippered neck system. So this just allows you to adjust exactly how tight you want it around your neck, whether you want a real effective seal or whether you want a bit more breathing space. On the inside of here, so this is all sort of glide skin material. So this is very effective at sealing against your skin and slowing water so it doesn't flush into the suit quite as quick. It is gonna make its way into the suit, that's how it keeps you warm, but it's not gonna flush in and out because that's what makes you cold. You want it quite snug around the neck so it doesn't sort of flush in and out. Over your shoulders, we have reinforced lining on the outside and this detailing, which is again, much tougher. So it's also grippy as well. So for your BCD, your shoulder straps, that's gonna hold onto your shoulder straps, stop them from moving around, and it's gonna keep up with all that sort of abrasion. So it's gonna keep the suit looking sort of newer for longer. Moving down the suit, the body, as I said earlier, big open panels, which means it's very flexible. For a 5mm especially, you get a real sort of sense of freedom of movement, and that's thanks to sort of minimal stitching, because as soon as you get a stitch, that's where it limits the flexibility of the neoprene, but X-foam neoprene, very flexible. Moving down the arms, down to the cuffs, so we have YKK metal zippers, so this sort of tightens up this outer layer. And what this does is you have an internal layer, which is nice and snug, that goes around your wrist. You have more of this glide skin material on the outside of that, and then on the inside of this second layer. And what that basically does is it means that if you're wearing gloves, you can layer them up, and that really slows down water so it can't make its way inside sort of the cuff, slows it down and keeps you warm. Zippering it up, again, just keeps it that sort of nice snug feel. On both sides, you have Scubapro's Eye Safe. So these are little straps that you're meant to sort of put your sort of dive computer strap through, and that just stops your dive computer from moving around on your wrist. It's not going to move up or down your sleeve, and it's not going to roll around quite as much because that's kind of keeping it in position. Moving down the suit, down to your right hand hip, you have a little attachment point. So most Scubapro hoods have a little D-ring on the back. So after the dive, you take your hood off and you can clip it off onto your hip, something else that you don't have to hold on to. It just clips there nice and neatly. And then you've got a loop there as well, which you can put a bolt snap and attach things onto it if you don't want to do your hood or whatever. You get an attachment point on your right hand hip. Moving down the suit, again, down to your knees, same as your shoulder pads, you have this reinforced sort of lining on the outside, and then this tough detailing over the knees, protects the knees and the shins from usual wear and tear, again, just protecting your suit. Moving down to the ankles, same as the cuffs, metal YKK zipper, and then you have an internal seal, and then an external seal. So again, you're layering up your boots go over the top of that, creates a seal against that, and then the external neoprene is creating a seal against that, so it's really slowing down that water ingress. Turning the suit around, so this is a back entry suit, but you notice that the zip is offset, so it doesn't go straight up your spine, it kind of goes down towards your left hand hip, so that way you don't have a sort of a plastic zipper straight down your spine, because this is normally where your back pad, your cylinder is kind of pressing down on. You don't really want that sort of plastic zipper against your spine, so they offset it, and that just makes it that much more comfortable. You can't quite see it there. I'll probably show you on the inside, but you do have an extra thick section of neoprene on your spine as well, just adding that extra bit of padding from your back plate so it's a bit more comfortable. Up around the neck, so we have Velcro closure. This is that new Velcro as well, so it's not quite so abrasive, but it does stick to the other side. Again, so you can control exactly how snug it is around your neck. Underneath that, we have another YKK metal zipper and this little section of Velcro underneath it. So this little tab is a locking mechanism. Just means that that zipper can't undo unless you undo that. So it's not going to sort of undo halfway through the dive. But undo that section of Velcro, nice long leash so you can get into the suit by itself and sort of pull that down and that opens up that zipper. Now, underneath that zipper, we have a section of glide skin material again. And then on the inside of this section, again, more glide skin. So when they sort of layer up on top of one another, again, they stick to one another, they create a seal so that water can't flush straight through that zipper and get to you. It really slows it down, gives your body a chance to warm it up first before it actually gets to you. On the inside of the suit, you'll notice this bright blue sort of diamonds sort of lining, and this is a plush lining, very effective at trapping water and stopping it from moving around. It also drains very quickly, so for your second dive, if you hang it up inside out, it's going to be virtually dry, ready for your second dive. The rest of the suit sort of maintains a more traditional lining, but over your chest, on your back, if I can just turn this inside out, this is that section of extra thick neoprene over your back. So that's sort of this Diamondspan sort of material, and that's keeping you nice and warm. So getting back into the suit, just as easy. I'm just going to tidy up these shoulder straps, pulling on that leash. You've got a big sort of tab underneath that to pull against. Pull that up, and that sort of gets you back into the suit. That section of Velcro underneath it to lock it in position, another bit of Velcro around the neck just to lock it up. So down on your seat, just covering your bum, you've got this reinforced material, same as the shoulders and the knee pads. This is just protecting the seat area for the usual abrasion, just to keep your suit sort of nice and tough. So all in all, a very, very smart suit. Most of it isn't immediately obvious from just looking at it. Most of the benefits are in that sort of X-foam neoprene on the inside, which is actually sort of warmer, it's more flexible, and it's nicer for the environment. But all in all, I definitely like the styling of it. 5-4mm means that you've got thick 5mm over the chest and then thinner sort of 4mm where you need it to be a bit more flexible, and it's got everything that you need in a suit. It's very smart. This is the Scubapro Everflex Mens 5mm Wetsuit. Thanks for watching and safe diving.
We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.